Welcome to our presentation on MiValues. My name is Olinga Taeed. Let's get started. Let's go straight to the problem here. Retail is changing as we face a battle for hearts and minds. And the reason this battle is happening is because existing communication has collapsed. Advertising, broadcasting, campaigning, propaganda is now only 20% of the way we communicate into the market. That's because our customers, our people are no longer aligned to these major brands, whether they be corporate, government, or NGOs. They have shifted away. It is the Generation Z that has made this happen because they make their decisions based on their values, not on their purses and their wallets. That is quite a shift. Let's add some further issues around here. The way financial value transacts is that one person loses and the other person gains. Shared values, however, don't work like that. If I smile at you, I will make you happy. You will smile back. We have both gained. No one has lost. So it's transactionally, it is quite different. Add a layer of complexity in that there are now 8 billion people in the world, and of course, 8 billion different sets of values. Makes that even greater problem is that often in the Generation Z, they have 4 different identities online and in the upcoming metaverse world. So that is immense complexity that brands didn't have to deal with before. They have traditionally, or in the past few years, I should say, approached the market through influencers, celebrities in the West, KOL, key opinion leaders in China, in order to win your heart and your mind. This is difficult, very difficult in this complexity. I won't go through the explanations of why it, but it is around the fact that they operate, consumers operate within niche communities. They want to have a sense of self-expression. They do not want to be bombarded with, and they do not like central power dictating what they should do and what they should believe in. So, how do we create this one to one relationship built around our individual values, but at scale? The way we approach it is this is that the challenge here are for brands to go at one end scale of the values scale and manage to get into your mind, and at the other they have to get into your heart, which works at the other end of the value scale. That is difficult. It happens, of course, that we are the world leaders in measuring and transacting values, and we've been doing this for 10 years now. MiValues is a startup that came out this year, and it's actually focused on giving the solutions to brands that they tell them don't second guess your customers' values. We can tell you what they are and connect to them through their biggest influences. So it is a management information of values. No time to go through how we do this. It is deep tech. We have won many prizes and spoken thousands of times, including at the Vatican, about our work. And you can read about it in our 56-page white paper, which is like a business plan, length. Our focus for today is looking at celebrity engagement and how we can make this into a recurring revenue model. The challenge here is that the KOL market doesn't have much recurring revenue. You are unlikely as a brand to use the same KOL twice because once they have been attached to one product, they necessarily then are attracting a set of customers with those values. Having other kinds of products and other kinds of markets doesn't work. So these are very niche areas. I mean, it's a one-to-one relationship, not a one-to-many, which is of course what you need for recurring revenues to work. So our approach is that we marry through a platform we have developed the social missions that a celebrity or KOL or influencer believes in with the retailer or the brand's values that they believe in and the social mission, bonds them together. We NFT it, if you like, it's like an intellectual property glue, whether it's the image, video, or text, and we then lease that NFT back to the retailer for $1 a day per outlet throughout the world. That is a big number, let me assure you. And you could not do it without blockchain technology, which we are one of the world's leading authorities on. It is a paradigm of social missions, influencing celebrities, customers, and of course the retailer, the brand who wants to be associated with these good messages to the customers and they wish to be connected to them. We don't stop there. In our second phase, in around 3 years' time, we will expand this into a metaverse presence and we'll be going for secondary round of funding at that time. We want to work metaverse, which is not built on the dysfunctional, broken society we have now, but actually is a metaverse of values out there where good things happen and good associations happen and good outcomes. And then finally, imagine when you have all that data, what you can do with it. All that data, a genome of values on our population in the world, but protected by Web3 so that the identities are not harvested for profits only. So this is an exciting opportunity for us. We're beginning, of course, small. We have a couple of markets which we're strong in, both in the West and China, which are roughly around the 15 billion mark. But we have been, we have a good presence in these markets. We ourselves are a spin out of the Center for Citizenship, Enterprise and Governance. It's a not-for-profit center, think tank, been going over 10 years with 200,000 members, well established and well respected throughout the world. We are only around 20 to 30 staff. We're looking to have a first round of funding to get us there. Of course, we've done a lot of work without funding up to now. And we're based in Portugal, where this year we bought a place, an NFT gallery, or rather a building we're renovating right now to become an NFT gallery. And we already have another one like that in the UK. So we are wedded in the way we're going forward with partners such as ISO World, who are a gaming metaverse company in Vietnam, who have the world's first NFT loyalty program for a retailer with Pan Pan in Vietnam, with a think tank in New York, which is for social media companies, global names that you all have heard of, both in China and in the West. And it's called the Bureau of Media Data and Ideology, where they're looking at fake news and deep fake and algorithms to actually distinguish between these things. MOFCOM's Committee on Blockchain, which I sit on, and our own CCG UN Blockchain Lab that's working towards the UN SDG goals. No time to explain of our credibility. We have some successes, I have to tell you, and like all, some failures as well in life, but generally the successes outweigh our more negative news out there. Built a team of around 25 people, which are passionate and professional and very able, and believe in what we do, and that value alignment applies to us as well. Looking at the competition, companies like Mimo, Cameo, Galaxy, they have been around for the past 2, 3 years, raised good amounts of money, and one of them has already hit a unicorn status. So we feel we're in good company and we can replicate this. Our numbers are detailed in the business plan itself, and they are about right. We, of course, know that numbers are never hit, or they're either better or worse, but they are a guidance. We have designed the platform based on existing modules of technology which we have built over the years. And of course, our big prize is to build that metaverse of values in the future, that genome of values which we think will make us into a global presence. I thank you for your patience and I hope you find this of interest. Thank you. Bye bye.